Hyperledger is not a cryptocurrency and neither a company. That is a community working for enterprise grade blockchain deployment. You can access hyperledger.org from here, hyperledger.org. I will show you. Yes. You can see here everything, every material for learn, for use, for participate, you can access from here. For learn, when you are clicking on learn, you will get tutorials for different projects, videos, training and certification tutorials. There is no need to any tutor. That is, people doesn't know about Hyperledger. That's the thing. They are only working on Ethereum, and that's why Ethereum is more popular. Enterprises working basically different companies, big companies are working on this. This is our vendor directory: Accenture, B9 Lab, BTP, Altros, Chainyard, Conscience, Fujitsu, IBM, Intel. Every company is available here who is participating in building Hyperledger. Hyperledger, the Linux Foundation project, that is our greenhouse. Hyperledger was established under the Linux Foundation, which itself has a sorry. I forgot. Hyperledger was established under the Linux Foundation, which itself has a long and very successful history of bringing up upon source projects under open governance that grow strong sustaining communities and robust ecosystem. It serves as a neutral home for various distributed ledger frameworks, that is Hyperledger Fabric, Indy, Iroha, Sawtooth, Besu, Bureau, and different libraries: Aries, Quilt, Transact, Ursa, Tools, Avalon, Caliper, Salo, Explorer, domain specific, Hyperledger Grid or Hyperledger Labs. I'm not discussing domain specific. I am discussing only Hyperledger projects, libraries, and tools. Hyperledger began in 2015 when many different companies interested in blockchain technology realized they could achieve more by working together than by working separately. These firms decided to pool their resources and create open source blockchain technology that anyone could use. These foresighted companies are helping blockchain to become a more popular and industry standard technology. Hyperledger has more than 230 organizations as members, from Airbus to VMware, I showed you, as well as many projects with millions of lines of code, more than 10 active working groups, and close to 28,000 participants who have come to different meetups, hundreds of meetups around the world. Those of us involved with Hyperledger, they think the future of blockchain was involved modular. Basically, Hyperledger is working as a modular. There are different modules already created. You can use directly to your project and manage your project. Open source platform, because they are open source platform, modules are developed on open source platform. That's why everyone can use. With Hyperledger, we aim to create an environment that enable us to make this vision a reality. That is the future. Why open source? We always feel, why open source? In case of open blockchain, in general term, proprietary software refers to a commercial product. Everyone knows that is free, open, download and view and change, anything we can do. Open source is popular and reliable because they properly designed, coded, and deployed. We are using Linux, Apache web servers from years, MySQL, the world most popular database server, and the Firefox web browser. Open sources, no PPT. Uh, Open source, some clear benefits, competitive features, capability, no vendor lock-in, so customer can easily switch, high quality solutions, the ability to customize and fix bugs. Open source build trust blockchain represent a perfect opportunity to benefit from open source. Since the concept of trust is woven deeply into the blockchain technology, blockchain systems are engineered to enable direct peer-to-peer transactions between parties who don't fully trust one another or don't trust any don't trust any central authority to validate transactions or settle disputes. Therefore, it is essential for these parties to trust in blockchain technology. Open governance, promote interoperability, so makes sense for blockchain. Taxes, the greenhouse for enterprises blockchain. Hyperledger serves as a greenhouse that brings together users, developers, and vendors from many different sectors and market spaces. There are not on, the vendors are not only computer people; they are from all over, all around the world, all type of sectors, all sectors. We can say all sectors. All these participants have one thing in common. All are interested in learning about developing and using enterprises blockchain. While blockchain is a powerful technology, it is not one size fits all. Hyperledger provides these benefits, help keeping up with development, better productivity through specialization, collaboration to avoid efforts, better quality control of code, easier handling of intellectual property. If anybody think any point they are not able to understand, you can specify. I can explain. Software developer enterprises. What is that? So we can say that Hyperledger can be the thought of as a software which everyone can use to create personalized blockchain service. Yes, software used by developers to make a blockchain development for enterprises. Hyperledger design philosophy, modular, interoperable, highly secure, complete with APIs. These things we are always using: modular, interoperable, highly secure, complete with the APIs. In each project, we are talking about these four properties. But fifth one is cryptocurrency agnostic. That is different for Hyperledger project. Crypto agnostic means non-believer. Hyperledger projects are independent and agnostics of all altcoins, cryptocurrencies, and tokens. They are not believing, they are not providing. Hyperledger will never issue its own cryptocurrency. However, the design policy, however, the design philosophy includes the capability to create a token used to manage digital objects. Whichever company want to use any token, they can. Now is we have many Hyperledger projects. We are talking about in Hyperledger projects. As in previous slide, I explained you we have different Hyperledger projects: Fabric, Indy, Roha, Sato. I will explain you one by one. What is Hyperledger Fabric? Hyperledger Fabric is an enterprises-grade distributed ledger platform that offers modularity and versatility for a broad industry. use cases. So the modular architecture for Hyperledger Fabric accommodates the diversity of enterprises use cases. Plug and play components such as consensus, privacy, and membership services. Hyperledger is governed by diverse technical steering committees. There are different committees, steering committees, those managing the Hyperledger project. And the Hyperledger Fabric project by a diverse set of maintainers from multiple organizations. There are different maintainers and they are managing this. It has a development community that has grown over 35 organizations and nearly 200 developers since its earliest commit. The first distributed ledger platform to support smart contract authored in general purpose programming languages like Java, Go, Node.js, Python, rather than constrained domain specific languages, DSL. Hyperledger Fabric. There are different points: enablement of a network, permissioned architecture, highly modular. I will explain one by one. Enablement of network, a network of network means members of a network work together. But because business needs some of their data to remain private. How? Uh, is there anyone who is not able to understand Hindi? Is there anyone who is not able to understand Hindi? Some examples I will give in Hindi. Okay, okay, I will. Okay, okay. Uh, that that's good. I will explain in English. For example, a purchaser may work with different sellers, or a buyer buying from different sellers. For example, I am a seller or I am a buyer. I am a seller. I am selling all of you some items, but that is not a fixed price. Giving someone to a different price, someone another to a different price. But in blockchain, because in peer-to-peer network, everyone has the all transactions. In public network, we know that. But in private network, in permissioned architecture, we manage that. The transactional relation, we manage that they remain private for everyone, which we want need I don't want to disclose all the prices to all buyers. That is enablement of network means we make them private. Now, rather than an open permissionless system, permissioned architecture, Fabric offers a scalable and secure platform that supports private transactions and confidential contracts. Yes, the contract between two different parties, I can make it confidential. Network doesn't know about the contracts between us. Only the same people, those like I am running a company and my people knows about that contract, but any other buyer never know that will be private. This architecture follows for solution developed with Fabric to be adopted for any industry, thus ushering in a new era trust, transparency, and accountability for business. Modular from the very beginning, Hyperledger Fabric was designed for enterprises use. It is intended as a foundation for developing applications or solutions with a modular architecture. We made different modules. That's why there are libraries available. We can use those libraries. We can use the modules in those libraries. It is intended as a foundation for developing application or solution with modular architecture. Its modular and versatile design satisfies a broad range of industry use cases. It offers a unique operative consensus that enables performance at scale while preserving privacy. Yes, we are using different approaches to this consensus, whether that is proof of work, proof of stack, proof of assets, Byzantine fault tolerance, practical Byzantine fault tolerance, whatever is. There are different consensus we have, and we can plug those consensus in our blockchain Hyperledger Fabric, basically. Smart contract model open flexibility to implement any desired solution model, like account model, UTXO model, structured data, unstructured data, etc. Flexible approach to data privacy. Yes, that is flexible. We have different channels. We can share private data or not. That depends upon us, or that depends upon that enterprises. After that is multi-language support. I already explained you about Go, Java, JavaScript. Yes, Python is also used, but that is at Hyperledger site. You will see that Python is also available, but that is not officially uh, public. That's why Go, Java, and JavaScript we are talking about. You can add Python. Queryable data, yes, key-based queries and JSON queries you can always use there. The importance of open source, the community. Uh, the Hyperledger community is comprised of many world-class technology providers and individuals, contributors, all collaborating to develop, all collaborating to evolve blockchain technologies at record pace. Due to the diverse ecosystem, it supports the foundation for innovation, quality, quick delivery, and only open source can provide. Given that blockchain is such a foundational technology, one that is poised to transform and optimize the way the world runs, it only makes sense for the technology to be open and for a variety of contributors to be. Oh yeah, I already told you about the different contributors you in the uh, basic website. Production blockchain solutions built with Hyperledger Fabric. Blockchain technology has moved beyond the hype, and there exist hundreds of networks in production today. Many of the production blockchain solution in production today are built with Hyperledger Fabric. For a list of tools and solutions built with Hyperledger Fabric, please visit this site. You will able to see. Let me show you this vendor. Yes, there are different projects we are talking about. All Hyperledger projects. If we want Hyperledger Aries, Vesu, Fabric, we can define here Hyperledger Fabric. All industry use cases. Whatever industry use case you want. For example, for healthcare, there are many projects for healthcare. You can use, you can test. After that, like education. Yes, different projects. So please mute someone's mic on. Please mute. There is a disturbance. Someone's mic is unmute. Please mute that. Mute. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Please mute. Someone is not taking care of this, actually. Okay, thank you. There are many. We will just discuss Sony Global. There is supply chain. There are also different projects. You can see here and find out that it is as good as you want. Next one is this one is now I'm showing you the project. Sorry, one is uh, education supply chain. This Sony Global Education. It's our life project. Uh, I will go to case study. I think I will go to fabric. And code from here, build your network. That is a step-by-step process, how you can build an application, how you can set up a machine for Hyperledger Fabric. That is your case study is Sony Global Education case study I'm taking. Please, please mute this. Sony Global Education uses Hyperledger Fabric or not. Is this network issue or someone's mic is?
Someone Chetty sir's mic is on. Please mute all the mics so that I can hear.
Thank you. Sony Global Education. Now, Global Education chooses a Hyperledger Fabric for next generation credential platform. Goal: work with a consortium of government agencies and organizations to centralize education and training data for everyone. Approach: permission blockchain that can a consortium of collaborators, prototype of blockchain solutions by using 250,000 participants in the worldwide math called Global Math Challenge. Collaborate with the Japanese Ministry of Internal Affairs. Result, achieved all functionality needed for a next generation credential platform using Hyperledger Fabric. I'm just going to this platform to store. This hyper someone someone is not caring about the mic. Please mute all mics. Please mute.
Poonam ma'am, please mute the mic of Chetty sir.
Thank you. Sorry. Please, Chethi, switch off your mic. Due to your mic, everyone is feeling this. Hyperledger Fabric blockchain network. Basically, there are just I explained you global map challenge, certification confirmation service. Just I'm asking you that is a transcript management by each university. Everyone is facing the challenge there. That can be built. This project, Sony Education, Sony Global Education. Similarly, learning management, we are teaching you are learning. That is through API for education, school job management, test management. Everything is included in this project. They are working on this, and that is the main project by Sony Global Education. Next is yes, audio is not clear because someone's mic is on. That's why there is a noise. Next is Hyperledger Indy. Hyperledger Indy provides tools, libraries, and reusable components for providing digital identities. Digital identities uh, like our Aadhaar card. We made our identity there, and we can access anywhere, and we can provide the reference, yeah, or our address for that Aadhaar card. Anyone can use. That is with the help of this Hyperledger Indy. Indy is interoperable with blockchains or can be used standalone, powering the decentralization of identity. Yes, that is interoperable, which I already discussed. Interoperable is means anything, any project you can operate with another project. That is, or standalone, whatever you want. That is Hyperledger Indy. I will show you. Same, you can access code, you can get explainer video, type of distributed ledger software. There are different case studies, British Columbia, or many case studies are there. You can study them, but I am just discussing this Hyperledger Indy. Before British Columbia, I will just discuss about key features of Indy, self-sovereignty, privacy, verifiable claims. Self-sovereignty means Indy stores identities, artifacts on a ledger with distributed ownership. These artifacts can include public keys, proof of existence, cryptographic accumulators that enables revocation and so on. No one but the true owner can change or remove an identity. Only true owner, not any other. Privacy by default, Indy preserve privacy since every identity owner can operate without creating any correlation risk. Breadcrumbs. Verifiable claims. Identity claims can resemble familiar credentials such as birth certificates. Yes, your birth certificate, your driver license, your passport, anything you can. Um, we are talking about DigiLocker type, which was developed by Government of India. DigiLocker. You can put their identities, but that was not a successful project, and also that was not on blockchain. That now this is the case study of British Columbia. Goal to assemble an open source software stacks that business people establish trusted and enduring digital relationship to help government cut red tape. Yes, basically means cut red tape means there are fraudulent people who are working in this, and uh, uh, and the problem of trust is there. That is managed by this project, British Columbia. Approach. Approach is think through the problem carefully, find like-minded groups to share development, choose the most suitable open source framework, contribute code to extend. Hyperledger India. Orga Book BC announced January 2 demonstration project. The ID for this is 5,000 companies. Coming soon from other jurisdictions. Aims to cut government with Hyperledger Indy, the verifiable organization network started by the government of British Columbia, Ontario, and Canada. Yes, here I just talked about that of transcript. I always think that in Hyperledger Indy, we can build a strong concept of that transcripts. Like from university, I'm getting my roll number. My roll number is basically my address for my this blockchain network, and that is my there is my all transcripts are there, and I am directly giving that roll number to any company where I am applying for my job, and they can verify directly from there. They can verify directly from there. There is no need to go to your transcript department or do a lengthy process. You can just, that is through blockchain, you can use that network and directly access. And that is a fast also. And due to blockchain, that is private and trusted network. After that is, next one is Hyperledger Smooth. Smooth offers a flexible and modular architecture. Separates the core system from application domain. So smart contracts can specify the business rule. Yes, smart contracts. Smart contracts, we are talking from very beginning smart contracts. What is smart contract? Smart contract is basically a agreement which we are just doing with our flat owner as a tenant. We are making an agreement, but that agreement is always be compromisable. But in this smart contract, we are making everything clear. But in enterprises network, that is also compromisable. You can manage according to your requirement. That is because just I gave you an example of okay, I am selling something to different peoples at different prices. Then I can manage my smart contract and I can manage the privacy of that smart contract. Also manage accordingly. Hyperledger Suite supports a variety of consensus. I already told you about PBFT and proof of lapse time. That is. Actually, I'm not talking about these algorithms because these are very lengthy process, and only in one lecture we can talk just a single any algorithm in a single lecture. I think yesterday you people take a class for BFT. The same is there for PBFT, proof of elapsed time, proof of work, or proof of assets. There are. There is another case study for Sawtooth. I'm not going to sites again. You just see there. These are all from the site Hyperledger, nothing from anywhere else. Goals. CanTrust wanted to enhance its offering in supply chain. Yes, they are working for supply chain. Combio Coffee bring more transparency to their ethical trade business. CanTrust use Hyperledger Smooth to build a blockchain, enable traceability functions for their existing applications. Combio Coffee implemented CanTrust unit code on their packs May 2013 to an enthusiastic response from customers. Currently, they roasted and the delivery company enters data into the blockchain. The plan is to roll out the future of the shipping company. Supply chain, we are mainly working in supply chain, and that is the CanTrust model. Next is Hyperledger Iroha. Iroha is designed to simple and easy to incorporate into infrastructural or IoT projects. Means for IoT projects, we are here in Iroha. With Iroha, you can build your projects on DLT, distributed ledger technology, and that is your main Hyperledger Iroha. Key features of Iroha is simple structure like ++9, mobile application development, emphasis on client applications. This crash fault tolerant consensus algorithm is YARK. Iroha takes a different approach from Fabric and Sawtooth by providing features that are helpful for creating application to users. Use cases scenario. Certificates in education, healthcare, cross-border asset transfers, financial applications, identity management. Yes, in Sawtooth, yeah, this Iroha. In Iroha, we can talk about all these things. Certificate in education, healthcare, Hyperledger Iroha incorporates into the system multiple certifying authorities such as universities, schools, and medical institutes. Flexible permissions model used in Hyperledger Iroha allows building certifying identities and grant certificates. The storage of explicit and implicit information in users' account allow building various reputations and identity systems. You can by using Hyperledger Iroha, each education or medical certificate can be verified that it was issued by certain certifying authorities. That is the main concept of our transcript. You are just getting this. I am talking about transcript again. Basically, that is a big problem for universities. When somebody come from 1970, who had done his graduation or post graduation in 1970, 1980, and he or she wants transcript. Mm, there is a problem of all the records managed, all records management. That's why I'm talking about transcripts that belongs to our education industry. That's why always talking about transcripts. And you are seeing in every project we are also talking about, because in every project we can manage these things in a proper way. Supply chain, you are also working in fabric. You are working in this sawtooth, also working in this Iroha. That is. Now is Hyperledger Besu. Hyperledger Besu is an Ethereum client developed under the Apache 2.0 license and written in Java. It runs the Ethereum public network, private network, and test networks such as Rinkeby, Ropsten, Corley. Rinkeby we already tried today. Besu implements proof of work. Athas, that is POA is proof of authority, IPFT, and click consequences mechanism. You can use Besu to develop enterprises applications. Uh, High performance transaction processing in private networks. Besu supports enterprise features including privacy and permissioning. What can you do with Besu? Besu includes a command line interface and JSON RPC API for running, maintaining and debugging, and monitoring nodes in an Ethereum network. You can use the API via RPC over HTTP or via WebSockets. Besu also supports Pub and Sub. The API supports typical Ethereum functionalities such as Ethereum mining, smart contract development, decentralized application development. Hyperledger Bureau is a complete single binary blockchain distribution focused on simplicity, speed, and developer ergonomics. It supports both EVM. Yes, basically, with the help of Bureau, you can connect it with cryptocurrencies, both whether that is EVM, we talked in the morning session, and WASP. WASP means basically WebAssembly. What is WebAssembly? WebAssembly is a binary instruction format for a stack-based virtual machine. It is designed as a portable target for compilation of level languages like C, C++, Rust, enabling development on the web for client and server applications. Uses BFT consensus. It has a sophisticated event system and can maintain a relational database mapping of on-chain data. Governance and permissioning is built in and can be amended by on-chain proposal transactions. Optimized for public permission proof of stake. Can also be used for private consortium networks. Now we have a Hyperledger tools. Now we will discuss Hyperledger tools like Composer, Cello, Explorer, Caliper, etc. First is Hyperledger Composer. Till I think October 2019, we are working on Hyperledger Composer, but now that was just sidelined by new tools are available. Hyperledger Composer is an extensive open development toolset and framework to make developing blockchain application easier. Goal is accelerate time to value and make it easier to integrate. You can use Composer to rapidly develop use cases and deploy a blockchain solution in weekly rather than months. Yes, with the help of Composer, you can build your application very fast. Deploy that. Model your business network allows you to model your business networks and integrate existing system and data with your blockchain application. Hyperledger Composer supports for the Hyperledger Fabric blockchain. Actually, Hyperledger Fabric blockchain 1.14. That was actually Hyperledger Fabric 2.0 was announced. I think 2 months back, 3 months back. That's why the Hyperledger Composer is sidelined. New tools which we are talking later are working on. That was the announcement. Sorry, not October, 29th August 2009. The Hyperledger Composer project. Those maintainers are actively developing new features. None of the maintainers are actively providing support. On GitHub, you can get this. That is Hyperledger Fabric 1.4 plus. There is what's new in Hyperledger Fabric version 1.4. In August, that was 1.4 plus was announced, and now that is Hyperledger Fabric 2.0 is announced. Hyperledger Shallow. Yes, Hyperledger Shallow aims to serve as the operational dashboard for blockchain, which reduces the effort required for creating, managing, and using blockchain. Used to facilitate creating blockchain as a service, BaaS, we are talking about. Optional concern for managing blockchain efficiently and running on top of these bare metal virtual machines we are talking about. What is bare metal? Bare metal server is a computer server that is a single tenant physical server. The term is used nowadays to distinguish it from modern form of virtualization and cloud hosting. Bare metal server have a single tenant. They are not shared between users. That is the computer system. Bare metal is also virtual. Those people who are working on virtual machines, they may know about bare metals. Next one is Hyperledger Explorer. Hyperledger Explorer is a user-friendly web application tool used to view, invoke, and deploy and query blocks, transaction, and associated data like name, status, list of nodes. Chain code. What is chain code here? Chain code basically is a smart contract that runs on peers and create transactions. Chain code and smart contracts, one is the same thing. In Hyperledger, not talking about smart contracts, we are always referenced it with chain codes. And these chain codes can be written in Go, Java, Node.js, etc., Python. Next one is Hyperledger Caliper. Hyperledger Caliper is a blockchain benchmark tool. It allows users to measure the performance of a blockchain implementation with a set of predefined use cases. Hyperledger Caliper will produce reports containing a number of performance indicators to serve as a reference. When using the following blockchain solutions like Besu, Hyperledger Bureau, Ethereum, Hyperledger Fabric, Fisco, Hyperledger Iroha, or Hyperledger Sato, we are talking about Caliper here. We will use Caliper as a tool here. Next one is Hyperledger Avalon. Basically, the trusted computing specification enables privacy in blockchain translations, moving intensive processing from a main blockchain to improve scalability and latency, and support of attested oracles. That is a ledger independent implementation, trusted compute specification, published by the Enterprises Ethereum Alliance. It aims to enable the secure movement of blockchain processing, main chain to dedicated computing resources. Avalon is designed to help developers gain the benefits of computational trust and mitigates its drawbacks. There is Hyperledger Block. You can use that. Now we have some libraries we will discuss about Quilt, Transact, or Ursa. For Quilt, that is Java implementation of the Interledger protocol, enabling payments across any payment networks. Means they are providing payment networks, making our blockchain for a making our blockchain enabled for payments across any payment networks. Quilt provides an implementation of all core primitive required for sending and receiving payments. That is for Quilt is for payments. That means sending or receiving. That is the payment logics. Allow the developers to write applications for payment logics. Next library is Hyperledger Transact. I already told you about that these libraries are helpful. You can put any of the library anywhere in the project, different Hyperledger projects, because interoperability and modular design. That's why we are using this. Hyperledger Transact aims to reduce the development effort. Also, Transact takes an extensible approach to implementing new smart contracts. That is known as smart code. Implement a virtual machine or interpreter that process smart contracts. Ursa, shared cryptographic library. To avoid the duplication of further cryptographic work. Opt-in repository for Hyperledger and non-Hyperledger projects. Hyperledger Ursa consists of sub-projects which are cohesive implementation of cryptographic code or interface to cryptographic codes. Hyperledger Aries. Aries provides a shared reusable interoperable toolkit designed for initiatives and solutions focused on creating, transmitting, and storing verifiable digital credentials. Infrastructure for blockchain rooted peer-to-peer interactions. Provides secure secret management and decentralized key management functionality. These are the resources which I used for this presentation. I only use the hyperledger.org organization. This website gives you everything, whatever you want to read, whatever you want to learn, everything is there. I'm giving you an example here with this one Hyperledger. Yes. Yes. This Hyperledger Fabric docs available. Uh, 300 pages is here, and if you read them, all things are here available. That is all tutorials, all things, whatever you want to study for Hyperledger. That is like I will take you to the tutorials. Tutorials using the Fabric test networks, deploying a smart contract to a channel, writing your first application, commercial paper tutorial, everything available. You can um, you can get everything for your study, for your knowledge from here using the Fabric test network before you begin. Step-by-step process is there. I made many times a machine for Fabric, and you also can make the. In this, we are working on Linux basically, especially Ubuntu. At Ubuntu, you can do these steps step by step, and you will create a your network, and then you will write a different uh, you will write different projects on this network. Uh, Also, I want to explain something. One slide is in my wait. This is, yes. This major blockchain platforms. Ethereum we discussed in the morning, Hyperledger now, Quorum, Corda, Ripple, many more. Talking about main on which we are working. Next is this. Now is there are different uh, platforms: Ethereum, Hyperledger, Quorum, Corda, Ripple, and we have different industry focus, different types of blockchains, purposes, and smart contracts, currency, governance, consensus, multi-tenancy, throughput, coin market cap. In Ethereum, we are talking about public blockchain, Hyperledger Enterprises blockchain. Quorum is also for enterprises, and Corda is also for enterprises blockchain. Hyperledger, Quorum, and Corda, these three platforms are for enterprises blockchain, and Ripple is for payments blockchain. That is for financial institutions. Industry focus, Ethereum is for cross industry. Hyperledger is also for cross industry. Enterprise, Quorum is also, and Corda is working for financial services. Corda and Ripple both are working for financial services. Purposes, Ethereum is for business to customer. Hyperledger is for business to business, B2B businesses. Quorum, financial service industry. These all are Quorum, Corda, and Ripple. Their purpose is for financial service industry, but they are Quorum is working for cross industry, but Coda and Ripple for only financial services. Means there is involvement of payments. Smart contract built-in programming languages. Ethereum gives us Solidity. Solidity is very simple. If you know about C++ and any object-oriented language, you can easily do that. You have a website, Solidity, and you can access everything from there and learn. Golang and Java is easy. I also told you about the Python is also used in hyperledger. Maybe in some days they will announce Python for hyperledger. Quorum, that is Solidity. Coda using Kotlin and Java, and Ripple is for C++. Currency, Ethereum uses Ethers. Hyperledger can be built using chain codes. Matlab means you can enable any type of cryptocurrency, any type of tokens. Hyperledger is not building any cryptocurrency for there. Quorum is also using Ethers. Coda is non-native cryptocurrency. You can use whatever required. Ripple is for Ripple. Ripple is also there. Governance is DAO, Decentralized Autonomous Organization, hosted by Linux Foundation. Hyperledger, I explained you. Quorum is for Ethereum developer and JP Morgan Chase. Coda are three companies in charge: Ripple Labs, Ripple. Consensus, proof of work used for decision making, but in Ethereum 3.0, that proof of stake is, they are also talking about proof of stake. In Hyperledger, not compulsory for all nodes to participate in consensus. Yes, I told you that is the private nodes, special nodes. Pluggable, in you are using pluggable Raft or Istanbul BFT. In Coda, parties to a transaction are involved in decision making. Ripple probabilistic voting is there. We not use Bitcoin anywhere. Someone's question is where Bitcoin will be used. Actually, Bitcoin is not a platform. Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency, and that is a very special cryptocurrency. And you can buy anything from Bitcoin, but directly we are not using Bitcoin in our blockchains. That's why consensus, multi-tenancy not available. Supported using channels. There are channels, message service providers, MSPs, messengers are there. With them, you can use multi-tenancy. Not available in Quorum. There is no multi-tenancy. Coda is both isolated and multi-tenant by design. Throughput, approximately 200 transactions per second. Ethereum, greater than 2000 transactions per second, a few hundred seconds. 170 transactions per second, 1500 transactions per second. These are different coin market cap. The only Ethereum, that is 21.9 billion, and Ripple is 18.1 billion, because they are only working on their cryptocurrencies. That's why they have a market cap. Other one are not providing any cryptocurrency. They are using other cryptocurrencies. That's why there is no need of any cap. That is the maximum value they are thinking by 2025. I think 21.9 billions and so on. Thank you. Thank you very much. Any questions you can ask? Uh, Ether is not related to it. Basically, you can use Ethereum for transactions. That is, you can how to do project in Hyperledger. That is, you can do a Hyperledger project. I just read the docs there in Hyperledger Fabric. You can make a project there, study that, read the docs, and after that take tutorials from there. That is a very lengthy process, and in 1 2 hours or 3 4 days we can't complete that. That's why I had just just give you information about Hyperledger projects. That's why, yes, you can do healthcare projects in Hyperledger Fabric. Yes, everywhere you find like uh, who is uh, like Abhay, Abhay, Abhay Kumar Sahu. Sahu, this is
Yes, sir.
health. Yes, you can use anywhere in the industry, and you can find. Just I will show you just case studies. This and
Freely
and
we can use Fabric.
just wait. Hyperledger Fabric. In every project, you can make healthcare projects. Basically, there are many case studies. Honeywell Aerospace के लिए change healthcare using Hyperledger Fabric to improve claims, life cycle throughput, and transparency. You can make here. You read that and understand about this Hyperledger in healthcare. Education can be doing Hyperledger, sir. I gave you a case study of Sony Global Education. There are many projects in Hyperledger Fabric or Hyperledger you can do. SCM, what do you mean by SCM? Sudhan Natarajan, what is the project in SCM?
Supply chain management, sir.
Supply chain management. Actually, when blockchain started, the first case study was the supply chain. Everyone is working on supply chain because you will get here a Walmart project. Walmart is totally supply chain. How Walmart brought unprecedented transparency to the food supply chain with Hyperledger Fabric. You will get a bundle of material here. You can get any type of, I think, supply chain. I already explained you ScanTrust, Walmart is there. That is different group of supply chain. Any more question?
Hello. Hello.
Yes. Yeah, listening.
Yeah, sir. There is SHA 256 that we use in Bitcoin, right?
Pure
For
hashing
the
algorithm.
Yeah. There is some another hashing algorithm or hashing procedure KECCAK 256. Are they two same or different?
Just not read about K. What you are saying? K.
Because what I have studied that Ethernet uses KECCAK algorithm for the hashing purpose rather than SHA 256.
GECC
Yes, sir.
256.
This one.
Just I'm also reading. That is the other name for, I think, SHA3, ACA SHA3. That is, yes, you are using SHA3.
Right.
I read about SHA3, but not KCC AK 256. Yes, Ethereum uses this.
Yes. So, is there any difference between this algorithm and
Sorry,
SHA-256?
sorry, I can't explain. Actually, I just heard from your side, KCCK. We are talking always about to SHA 256, and Bitcoin and Ethereum both are using SHA 256. Basically, that is same type. We are not going in detail in hashing algorithms. That's why that is out of scope.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anything else? Blockchain in education is already happening. Yes, that is enterprises block are always using everywhere. Ethereum is not using. We are talking about Ethereum. We are talking about gas fee and everything else. But maybe our in our operations like enterprises network, we don't want these types of transaction fees because that is private. Everyone knows everyone. Barkha, what you want to say? Oh,
Sir, I just want to say that only healthcare. How we should move for healthcare. I should move for Hyperledger or Ethereum.
go for Hyperledger. If you want to do some work, then go for Hyperledger. You will actually in Hyperledger you will get everything there. Libraries are there, tools are there, open source community is there, and you know that if you will face some problems in and your project, you will get help from that open source community. You can participate.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Anything else? No, no. In Hyperledger, actually, in basically you are seeing in this Linux Foundation projects, Hyperledger community. Whenever in open source any version discontinued, that never be discontinued. That always working, but there is no new updations are there. That's why we are working in hyper open source projects. Yes, hyper programming. I told you about this using the this take this Hyperledger Fabric in Google. Just search Hyperledger Fabric. You will get Hyperledger Fabric release 0. Don't go for 1.4. Go for release 2.0 because that is new one and everyone is now working on Hyperledger Fabric 2.0 and there are some new features also. That's why. Hyperledger is not a programming. In Hyperledger you can deploy a blockchain project basically, and programming languages Python, Java, Go, and JavaScript, whatever is. That is a platform. That is a blockchain platform. Anything else? Any question?
Okay, thank you so much, sir, for this session. And we are
Just
thankful for
one.
the, yeah, there is one question.
Yeah.
Yogesh, sir
Someone already asked. I'm just repeating that question. Like we used to
Yeah.
create a smart contract in Ethereum using Solidity language. So is it a similar process of creating smart contract in Hyperledger? Can we create smart contract?
Yes, there is a chain codes that is developed in not Solidity. Basically, you are developing in Go, Java and Node.js, and that's why Solidity smart contracts never be used in the Hyperledger project. The contracts are same, but that is with the help of different languages, basically. Clear? Yogi, clear?
Yes, sir, clear. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much, Gagan sir, for this session, all the demonstration and all the links. So I'll be waiting for all the content from your side on email so that I can share it with participants.
Just I am sending you within 10 minutes. All the
Thank you, sir.
content is my both the PowerPoint present. Basically, first presentation that was Ethereum that will help more. And the second
Yes,
one is just websites links and everything is from website hyperledger.org. Basically, that is for information to all the students that not Ethereum. We are always talking about Ethereum. There is another platforms and those are more helpful than Ethereum and no need of any type of gas charges or anything else. That's why you can use this Hyperledger. And hyperledger.org is the website. You can access anything from there, any learning material from there. If I got any opportunity for 2 or 3 days, then I can make a machine for Hyperledger project, a node, and I will create a test network and create that means smart contract as Yogesh asked. Okay, contracts can be written in this. Yes, we can write everything. That needs a minimum 10 lectures in a week, and that will be done. Okay, thank you, Punamji. I am sending.
thank you so much. We are very thankful for this because as teachers, we are first starting into the conceptual levels and all the after only the implementation of these platforms which are permissionless or permissioned, and today you told about this Hyperledger platform, then only we can realize. And as you said, there are many platforms other than Ethereum. So until unless we'll work out on all these platforms, we will not be able to understand or compare or to know which is the best platform to implement our application, because mainly it will be application specific when it comes to use the platforms or so. So in that sense, yes. So in fact, I also gain a lot from this Hyperledger because I have never worked on permissioned blockchain. So though we are using we are doing the research aspects in terms of scalability and all, and on a test bed created in the labs, but not actually on these platforms. So this has been a very insightful session. Thank you so much. Thanks to all the participants. And now we will meet tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. for the case study on solar charging systems. If anybody has any specific query, can please unmute and then we can end this session. Second day material is already been broadcasted, madam. It's there on the, we have shared at least 10 times, I think, the link for the second day material. Please look into the chat box. You'll find that.
I think you are sending material through Google Drive, and
Yes, yes.
same Google Drive is always be there, and people are asking from.
No, we have actually combined both day sessions material on OneDrive. So we have shared that link as well. Many of them are able to get this, but I don't know why few people have the issue. If you have any issue for access, you can just inform while accessing this Google Drive. Sometimes there are some access rights or so.
Ma'am,
Yogesh sir, as already being informed by Arshdeep, you had three Chrome extensions. I think one was the Remix, you were to go with. And if anyone has noted the rest too, please inform here.
I already done that. One was MetaMask, another one is Rinkby, and another one is last one. Yeah, last one is Remix. Remix just left today.
Clarity Ethereum, exactly. Can we purchase any items using Bitcoin in India? So, so earlier Bitcoin has been a very. So please, Gagan sir, you can answer this. Then I will continue with my version.
Yeah, you can't buy here in India because government banned this. That's why no. It may be some people buy through different channels. That is possible, but in India directly you can't give anyone Bitcoin and they will pay you something or they will sell you something. No, in India, not Bitcoin is not possible.
Yeah, so till now, I think Bitcoin has not been adopted as a digital cryptocurrency in Indian market, and we cannot use this. So
Actually, RBI banned this. No, that's why banning
yes,
on
yes.
cryptocurrencies. That's why Bitcoin not be.
And a lot of discussion is going on this since 2016-17 that we have to adopt or not.
Some days back, I think Supreme Court given some orders for cryptocurrencies, but
Yes, at least I think the order says that this is not an illegal thing. Like
at
cryptocurrency is not illegal. Yeah. So
illegal,
that
but
was the last statement I read about Bitcoin.
yeah, that was from Supreme Court, I think.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Gagan sir. Thank you, all of you. Let's meet tomorrow morning with the extensions on your systems so that we can work on the case study. Followed by that, we will have 2 sessions on cryptocurrency, purely on Bitcoin. And then you can, one of our alumni is working with a startup at Singapore. So he'll be talking about the integration of cryptocurrency into this blockchain. Thank you, all of you.